this one under the lights.
Leading off tonight for Atlanta, center fielder, number 11.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And Harold, we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Second baseman.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Lays off 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gardner's after it. Running hard, he's digging for second. And Phillips will keep going. He's headed for third. The relay, well, he is in there with a triple. So digging in now, Murphy. Man at third, and a very early opportunity for him to drive in a run. He's set, and the pitch. Ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Diaz into shallow left. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. So stepping in, Matt Kemp. First shot for him here, and he brings in a batting average of up near the .330 mark on the season. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit to third. Garcia scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Aledmus Diaz.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. These Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff. I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Gardner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Brett Gardner started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kemp has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Randall Grichuk. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Line drive to center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Digging in now, Nix hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year.
First baseman, number 22.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
After it is Gardner. And that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Maikel Franco. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Sent on the ground out to second. Escobar gloves it on to first, and there are 2 down. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And it's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kemp has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Nelson Cruz now. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Striding into the box, Greg Garcia. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Murphy going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So striding forward now, Yadier Molina. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Takes a knee-high fastball. The 0-2 to Molina. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Moving under it, Murphy. And that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Mike Foltynewicz. 9-1-2 due up.
26, Mike Foltynewicz.
Lifted in the air out to right. Cruz moves over. 1 away. Striding in once again, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2-0 pitch on the way. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory, but this will land untouched. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The second baseman, number
Digging
4,
in to try it again, Brandon Phillips. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gardner is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Eduardo Escobar standing in, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Misses, ball 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1. At the plate, Chris Tillman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aledmus Diaz. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Drilled to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So striding in, Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Atlanta. Right fielder, number 9.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded to the right. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. So here's Matt Kemp now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Cruz racing back, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
Now batting
into the box now.
22.
Nix 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Diaz brings it in. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 8.
Stepping in, Maikel Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Oh, what a stop on the slide. In time. Into the box now, Miguel Montero. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Gardner on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brett Gardner. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Number 11.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kemp has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Rendell Grichuk hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Murphy moves over. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Right fielder,
here's Nelson
23.
Cruz now. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch. Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy. All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Dansby.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Cruz moving forward. 1 out. Now in the box, Mike Foltynewicz comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 delivery. Line towards center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. Ready once again, Ender Inciarte. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The second baseman,
here's Brandon Phillips. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. From the stretch. Swing and a liner. That's in there. Base hit. Foltynewicz is on his way home. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a strong throw by Gardner. Digging in once again, Murphy.
9.
And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Oh, and he botches it. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Left fielder, Matt Kemp.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Matt Kemp is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Diaz scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Trying to pick things up where he left off.
Leading off
Greg
for the
Garcia.
Cardinals.
He'll lead things
Third
off as we
baseman,
begin the home 5th.
Greg Garcia.
Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Molina.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Phillips ranging into shallow right, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance? Nix. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Baseman, number 22.
Into the windup and the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on. Digging in once again, Michael Franco. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
That's a ball.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Striding in once again, Miguel Montero. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Ripped toward the gap in right. In to score, the runner from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he is in there. Digging in and looking for more. Mike Foltynewicz. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just got a piece up the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. Ready for another shot now. Ender Inciarte.
Center fielder.
He singled his
Ender
last time up.
Inciarte.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Brandon Phillips.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Phillips. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Ball one. 1-0 count. Here it is. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Digging in to try it again. Murphy, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Throw goes to third. No movement on base. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
On the ground to the right side. And he is out on the tag. Ready now, Matt Kemp. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Matt Kemp.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Coming to the plate again, Nix, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Tillman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Danny Santana is going to come off the bench as he'll be
number 39, Danny Santana.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Here's another 1-2. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Inciarte is right there, 1 down. Ready once again, Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Gardner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball up in the hundreds. Man, you just got to get yourself ready to let it fly. Get your hands through the zone as quick as you can.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Brett Gardner goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Rendell Grichuk is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Ball 2. Got him. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Josh Edgen enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Josh Edgen.
Striding into the box, Michael Franco. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Another 0-2 coming. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-hander. That pitch is almost impossible to hit.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Hit on the ground to third. And this goes right through his glove on into left field. Digging in, Mike Foltynewicz. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Foltynewicz.
Down the third baseline. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him and the side is retired.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Ran that one in on him a bit as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1 from the windup. The 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Kemp coming on. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. Stepping in, Nelson Cruz. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. One there. On to first, a double play. So coming to the plate, Greg Garcia. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. A windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning From Cobb County, Georgia, we welcome you to baseball from SunTrust Park. It's the home opener of this new season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball next. First pitch coming up as the leadoff man Melky Cabrera settles in to get us started.
Leading off tonight for the Angels, left fielder Melky Cabrera.
And the first pitch to him hit on the ground to Phillips at second. Throw on to first will take care of Melky, and that's the first out of the ball game.
Batting second here
Now
tonight,
at the plate, Yunel
third
Escobar.
baseman,
He's ready for
Yunel
his first
Escobar.
at-bat of this early season contest. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. These Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Well, man, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed
That is
pitches for
third.
strikes, and they mix their
Center
pitch as
fielder
well.
number
I think if they do that, they got a chance to
Mike
win.
Trout.
Here comes the first pitch. Mike Trout swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Boy, if you're the pitcher, you're feeling good. That either says, I got great stuff, or he just doesn't know what he's doing right now. Even the great ones take bad swings, and that was a bad swing.
Here's Albert now.
Batting fourth.
The average for him entering
First
play,
baseman, number
not
5.
far north of 200.
Pujols.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. You're saying to yourself, why? Because you got that base runner on. That's almost like a pitch out. Outside fastball, catcher set up, ready to throw. If you get the call, great. If not, you're set up to throw him out.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first
Batting
and second now with 2 out.
Right fielder Cole Calhoun.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cole Calhoun is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he takes this one high, 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Trout is on his way home. And the run will score as the Angels grab the early 1-0 lead. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Second baseman Danny Espinosa.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Danny Espinoza is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jumped.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
Off for the Braves, center fielder Ender Inciarte.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. Trout is right there, 1 down. Standing in, Brandon Phillips, who brings an average in the 260s into this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A called strike over the outside part of the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Towards second, and this is taken for the out. Digging in, Murphy. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. In now is Andrelton Simmons. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
Andrelton Simmons.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's Lester now on 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Inciarte on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there. This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him. 2 down. Striding in, Matt Shoemaker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Shoemaker.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
No strike.
Lester ready. The 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. This one's flared out toward left. Kemp coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. Here's Melky Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Cabrera.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
No strike.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. And it misses. 3-1 now. The 3-1 coming from Lester. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yunel Escobar. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The runner scores from second. 2 men on, 2 out, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, what a stop. Great stab, but they extend their lead as the runner comes around to score. It's late. He's safe. Striding in once again, Albert Pujols. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
1-0.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Murphy is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So here's Matt Kemp now. He's got that average way up into the 330s to begin the day.
Matt Kemp.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. So striding forward now, Nix. Not the shiniest of batting average as he comes in hitting down in the 220s for the year. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Michael Franco. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Shoemaker gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level. Now he's got him set up. Maybe he'll go down the zone.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it, and that retires the side. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte is there, and he has it for the first out. Ready for another chance. Danny Espinoza. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he takes ball 1.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Nix is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Here's the pitch. A little tapper. 1 away.
He's out.
At the plate, John Lester. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
John Lester.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder number
So
11.
digging in now, Ender Inciarte. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Shoemaker gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Dribbled up the line. That's a foul ball.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So Brandon Phillips will bat next with 2 away.
The second
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning.
Phillips.
And stepping in, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
He'll go the short way to Espinoza, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Carlos Perez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Catcher it. Carlos.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 0-2 now from Lester. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
The pitcher,
Digging in
52.
now, Matt Shoemaker. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. In there, 0-1.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there. Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but you know what? He looked at the first 2 pitches, but they were different pitches, both down. Good pitchers' pitches. Sometimes you got to tip your cap.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here's Melky Cabrera. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him. but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Melky Cabrera is sent packing for the second out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. Mike Trout is in for the third time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. Lester ready, the 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. 2-1. Here's Lester's offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Montero waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Standing in, Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Here in the fourth, right fielder, number 9.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on by Espinoza takes care of him for the first out. Stepping into the box, Matt Kemp. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Cabrera racing back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with one away. Digging in, Nix comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Hit to third. Escobar has it. In time to first, and there are two away. Stepping in, Michael Franco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a ball 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Pujols on the move, and he is out on the tag. Here's Albert now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Angels, first baseman number 5, Albert Pujols.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Lifted in the air out to left. On the move is Kemp. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Cole Calhoun. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And this is fouled straight back. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Cole Calhoun goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Danny Espinoza is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. 1 out. Digging in for his second at bat, Dansby Swanson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Espinoza takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting.
Ready now,
catcher,
John Lester. He flew out in his last at bat. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Escobar will make the catch, and that ends the inning. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Andrelton Simmons.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. On its way is pitch number 75. Hit on the ground out to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And now a pitch on the way. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Phillips backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Matt Shoemaker. Hitting in his own turn with his guys up by 2 in inning number 6. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, you can't let that bother him right there. This might be a good time for the catcher to have a little conversation. Just tell him, next pitch, don't worry about that one.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off. As we begin the home. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Lifted the other way to left center. Cabrera on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Here's Brandon Phillips. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Murphy 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Shoemaker looks in. Here's the first pitch. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Back here at SunTrust Park, the Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ready for another chance? Melky Cabrera. He comes into this at bat 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch.
Melky Cabrera.
All right, back at Lester on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Digging in and looking for more, Yunel Escobar. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Hit to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch on its way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Lester ready, the 1-0. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the 3rd one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Inciarte's there, and that retires the side.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Left fielder, Matt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that just misses inside.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Digging in once again, Nix. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. The tag, and he is out. Ready for another shot now. Michael Franco. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And that misses inside, 1-0. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Here's Albert now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
First baseman, Albert Pujols.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. 1 strike to Pujols. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Hit hard on the ground at first. Nix scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Striding in once again, Cole Calhoun. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Digging in the switch hitter, Danny Espinosa. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Here's Lester now on 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
Ready once again, Andrelton Simmons. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Morris enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. From the belt, the pitch. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that is off the wall in right field. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This one's down to third. Franco has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. At the plate, Miguel Montero. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. 1-1. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Full count. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 7.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Stepping up to the plate, Morris, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Number 1 will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Line toward right center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. So a crucial moment here and standing in.
Inciarte.
Hey now.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Bouncer down the line. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Splitter called strike 2, and I don't think he liked it. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 4-2 game.
Second baseman, number 4.
So a runner at second, 2 down now. And stepping in, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. Shoemaker comes set. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box,
Number 9.
Murphy, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Pena, see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners, and 2 gone here. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Cabrera is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Ian Kroll enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now at the plate, Perez. He'll be charged with trying to get.
Leading off for the Angels, pitcher. Number 20.
C.J. Cron will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance.
Cron.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. He'll come in here at 263. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball.
Oh, he saw that changeup really nice. He just wasn't able to keep it fair.
And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th.
Fielder number 53.
Digging in,
Cabrera.
Melky Cabrera. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single. Now in the box, Yunel Escobar. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Chaz Rowe enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 51, Chaz Rowe.
Eric Young Jr.
Number 8, Eric Young Jr.
A look at Young. Now the pitch. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
You're sitting 2-0 in that situation. You get the fastball, but it's not the location you want, so you lay off it. I love that. That's great discipline hitting.
Inciarte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cam Bedrosian is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Cam Bedrosian.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
Bottom of the 9th for the Braves. Left fielder Matt Kemp.
Ball 1. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun has a read on it. One away. Ready now, Nix. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Calhoun has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in, Maikel Franco, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On to Albert at first, and this ball game is over. It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key